I made a league of 18 identical teams to really test out some of the secrets of the match engine. The results threw up some serious surprises and will help you in your saves going forward. So these teams have identical attributes with 10 in everything, including hidden attributes. They're managed by identical managers. They have no transfers. Their managers aren't able to be sacked. They don't play any preseason friendlies against random teams that might affect the morale at the start. And they all play identical tactics. So they're as fair as can be. They're as level as can be. And this is going to show you just how random this match engine can be. As for the league, everybody plays each other 4 times, twice home, twice away, and there's no World Cup in the middle of it to ruin any of the fixtures. So what do we reckon the league looked like after I ran it for a whole season? Do we think the teams were close together, or do we think they were spread apart like, I can't do that. So here we are. As you can see, there's quite a large gap between the teams at the top and the teams at the bottom, considering everything is identical. There's essentially over a 1 point per game difference between the very top team and the very bottom. Some stats for you. So in spite of this big difference, none of the teams averaged over 52% possession, so they were tightly contested games. But 1 in every 7 games, that's 14% of games, ended with at least a 3-goal advantage to one of the other teams, which is quite considerable considering everybody's identical. So why is this? Why does this happen? Now, your standard answer would probably be, it's all about morale. Teams that start winning have high morale, they play better, and they get more wins, and this effect snowballs. And you have very high morale teams winning lots, and very low morale teams losing lots. And morale is the key point. So let's test this. I'm going to run the exact same experiment again, but I'm going to set each team's morale slightly differently. So we've got a group of teams with high morale, and a group of teams with very low morale. So if this is right, our high morale teams will be at the very top of the league, and our low ones at the very bottom. So what does this look like? Well, it's a big fat nope. Morale doesn't seem to have an effect. There's no correlation between what their starting morale was and what their results were at the end. And even if you look at their first few results, there's no real correlation between high morale teams winning to start with. Now, this seems as a bit of a surprise to me, because in earlier FM games, you'd always want to keep your players on high morale, because if you hit like a low morale rut, it'd be so difficult to get out of. It doesn't look like morale has as much of an effect as it used to. So what's the deal here? Why is this happening? Well, if you look into the stats a bit more, you'll find that every team is overperforming in terms of XG. So for one, maybe our keepers with 10 in everything are a bit questionable compared to the average. And so some of these teams have strikers that are scoring way more goals than their XG expects. So is it just form? Is that the thing that keeps you going and keeps you winning and makes you have clinical finishers that score lots of goals and win you the games? Maybe. I'm not sure. If you think you know, come join my Discord and let me know. I'll leave the link down below. Also, if you're interested in more of these, subscribe to the channel, because we're going to do a load of tests with this test league and really tease out some of the intricacies of the match engine and find some great tips for match-winning tactics. And as an example of that, you really want to check out this video that shows exactly how a scout's ability and a player's age combine together to give you a potential ability accuracy. It's really informative. Other than that, enjoy your Football Manager, guys. I'll catch you in a bit.